So this is just keep getting worse for Logan
Well,
Paul.
it's safe to say that the last 3 weeks or so have been the absolute worst weeks of Logan Paul's life. I think the universe does have a very funny way of humbling people. And after he came out with that podcast where he was completely disrespecting not only his co-host George's religious beliefs, but also just kind of disrespecting religion in general. And ever since then, he's really been taking nothing but L's and getting absolutely exposed out here on the timeline, out here on the tube. And the lumps really do just keep coming as his reputation is being damaged over and over and over again. So this tweet went up this morning. Someone tell me why Logan Paul's pig Pearl was found sick and abandoned in a field next to a dead pig. Pearl has now been rescued by the Gentle Barn. WTF. And then here's just a pic. I guess they posted this to just kind of prove this is indeed Logan Paul's pig Pearl, where he says, I bought Pearl over a year ago. I was told she was a mini pig. She's not. So kind of just using her as a prop there, pretty much making a joke. I'm pretty sure mini pigs don't actually exist. And also in him thinking he was getting one thing and then he ends up getting another, it just really goes to show me that this probably is his pig. I mean, I'm no expert when it comes to this type of stuff, but you know, these two animals seem to have the exact same markings. And just even seeing this picture kind of makes my blood boil. You know, I'm a big animal lover. Most of the time I actually enjoy animals' company more than other people. And it is true when they say the eyes tell all, chico. I mean, seriously, just look at the sadness in this pig's eyes. I'll always stand by the idea that one of the worst things a human can do is mistreat an animal in general, much less one that they went out and purchased themselves. You know, I think a lot of people think, oh, animals are so cute, it's gonna make my image look good. A lot of these influencers pretty much buy them as props. And then when they're ill-equipped to handle this animal, they just hand it off to somebody else and kind of make it their problem. Here's a statement from the Gentle Barn. They say, she'll never be alone again. Pearl was found abandoned in a field next to another pig who had died. She came to us with tattered ears and a potential life-threatening infection in her uterus that has since been healed. She's clearly been through so much trauma that we can't begin to imagine, but she's now safe with us at the Gentle Barn. From what we've been told, it's believed she was purchased originally from a breeder by an influencer, who we know now is Logan Paul. People often buy mini pigs or teacup pigs for clout online, believing they will stay small, and then when they inevitably grow very large and have many unexpected needs, they're sadly discarded. While we don't know everything she's been through in her past, we know her life is now filled with friends, nutritious foods, the highest quality care, and so much love. So yeah, obviously this story is just heartbreaking, but it's good that it does seem like it's gonna have a nice ending, at least for the pig. Probably not for Logan, who I'm sure will make some sort of excuse for this whole story. And here's just a little video of them bringing the pig to their little animal sanctuary. They're saying they got a call about this pig. Sadly, she was found next to another pig who didn't make it. She was very lucky to be alive. They were told she belonged to a famous YouTuber that we now know was Logan Paul and was irresponsibly rehomed. Oh my god, look at her ears. Look at those ears, man. Sorry guys, it's just kind of sad. I'm glad that, you know, Pearl has a good home now, but Jesus Christ, those ears just are terrible. Yeah, I just can't imagine, like, one of my dogs turning up like this. Like I said, a lot of people get these animals not knowing, you know, how much attention they need, not knowing how much exercise they need, and just different things like that. You know, they think it's all fun and games. A lot of taking care of an animal is, you know, pretty much almost like taking care of a child. They literally need their owners, like, they can't do much without them. And then I went and found a video this YouTuber made, Sid Dryer, I hope I'm saying that right. 4 months ago, he actually did some more extensive research into what exactly happened to these pigs. And what he says about the pigs in Logan is very interesting. Y'all make sure you go check out his channel. I'll link this down below.
Okay, so now I want to talk about Logan Paul and some of his pets. He's a YouTuber who made pets a huge part of his brand. His now deceased parrot Maverick was the name and the logo of his clothing brand, and he would often buy animals and then make them the feature of his vlogs, which isn't that much of an issue other than the line being blurred between them being a pet, something a lot of people view as their child, or them being props for a video. But either way, they were a huge part of his brand. He did have quite the collection of pets. He had an exotic turtle, he had dogs of all sizes, he had another parrot, and he had a couple of pigs. And because they were such a big part of his brand, it made it all the more shocking that they just vanished.
And yeah, guys, I'm telling y'all, these influencers, you know, they don't have normal brains. And it's almost like every single move becomes, oh, what can get me the most clout? What can give me the most impressions online? What can make me look like I have this sort of like good reputation? What's a good way to rehabilitate my reputation, you know, after the whole incident in Japan?
bring in the
And it's like,
pets.
what does the general person kind of see as a good quality? Oh, someone who can take care of animals. You know, someone who loves animals, someone who's always taking care of these innocent little things. And actually, I just wanted to show you guys something real quick. I actually found some comments from one of the old vlogs that he made where he had gotten this new pig. And just look at some of these comments. If you don't, you know, necessarily believe that the acquisition of these animals wasn't, you know, necessarily a building my brand back decision. Stop saying it's a bad vlog, Logan. There's one of your best out there because it has all your animals. This dude has won me back as a fan. Logan, please post more random vids about your pets. It's very entertaining. You with all of your animals warms my heart. I love how Logan is with animals. Logan is a good dad. Can't wait for his future family. Jesus Christ.
I was able to find out what happened to the majority of his pets. Most of them he gave to his friends, or he returned them to the people who he got them off originally, but there were a couple of his pets that I wasn't able to work out what happened to them, and they were his pigs. The first pig that he got was Pearl, and she was sold to him as a teacup pig, and teacup pigs are an animal that are very commonly rehomed when their owners realize that teacup pigs aren't actually a thing, and these pigs usually still grow to the same size of a normal pig. And after Pearl grew too big to be easily transported around his yard or his home to make content, she was exiled to a pen at the back of Logan's backyard. And then he noticed that Pearl seemed to be depressed. She was exhibiting some lethargic behavior, so he decided to get her a companion. And that companion was his second pig that he named Piggy Smalls. And he purchased Piggy Smalls from the same breeder that he purchased Pearl from.
So yeah, at that point he was being a pretty good pet owner. He noticed his pet was depressed. He's trying to do something to cheer it up. But sadly, that other pig, Piggy Smalls, is rumored to be the pig who was passed away next to Pearl when they found them out in that field.
But I think it just goes back to that maybe if he couldn't provide Pearl with the best life, then maybe he shouldn't have gotten her to begin with. And he repeated that same mistake with another one of his animals that he got, which was a Tibetan Mastiff called Ginger. That dog has a very high prey drive, and it ended up killing his bird Maverick. Pearl wasn't compatible with his lifestyle, and Ginger wasn't compatible with his lifestyle and his other pets.
You know, it is interesting, guys, because just like with how he like fumbled the crypto and he like made all these mistakes in assembling that team, where he was obviously ill-equipped to handle a project like that, it's like the same running theme with his pets. Like he obviously wasn't equipped to handle this either. And with him, it seems to kind of be like an out of sight, out of mind thing. Like once he rehomed them, once he got someone else to take care of the animals, once he got someone else to take care of these crypto projects and moved on to something else, it was like, oh, I'm not even gonna think about that. Who cares about the people that were damaged? Who cares about the animals that were damaged? You know, I'm just seeing a lot of running themes here.
A farmer in Fillmore, California got in contact with me saying that they were now looking after Pearl. They provided me with pictures of Pearl as proof, and it definitely is Pearl that they now have. And this farmer wasn't the person who the pigs were originally rehomed to. Basically what happened was that the previous owner was in the process of moving out of state, and in that transition process, Piggy Smalls and Pearl escaped their enclosure and started roaming the wilderness. And when they went looking for them, they found Piggy Smalls dead. He had been killed by coyotes. Fortunately, they were able to find Pearl alive. The new owner of Pearl is adamant that the previous owner is a good guy. It's just that she believes that the pigs were just dumped on him and he was doing the best he could do. Pearl's situation is another consequence to influencers treating pets as though they're some kind of accessory or prop.
Such facts, guys. Y'all definitely go check out this guy's channel. I don't know, guys, out of all the drama that's come out about Logan Paul over the last couple of weeks, this one really just hit me the most in the emotions. You know, it's one thing to do somebody dirty who's already like an adult man, but when you're just discarding these animals that you're purchasing and it seems like you're using them as more or less of a prop, you know, these innocent beings, I don't know, it just really doesn't sit right with me. Like I said, the L's just keep coming for L. Paul. Y'all let me know what you guys think about this down below. As you guys know, with Spinny Boy, Tan Superman, and some other news stories out here need to be covered, so I'm out.
I guess he's just getting worse for Logan Paul, and this is kind of strange. And the video they announced this video.